And so we have reached the second video of this double video upload Thursday. I hope you guys can appreciate the work I'm putting in for you guys, man. I got a lot to do today, but talking pro wrestling with you guys is at the top of my list always. And today is no different. I am aware of some issues that YouTube is having today. A lot of you guys are telling me the bell isn't actually going off. That's why I always tell you guys, make sure you're constantly checking anyway, because YouTube is taking people off without you even know about it, and taking that little bell off. But I'm hearing the bells off and comments aren't going through, which I'm seeing comments. Yes, it's not equaling the ticker, my ticker count, but that's never on track. So I don't know what you guys are actually, I mean, I'm getting comments in. I've resetted everything about 3 or 4 times. Some of you guys are still telling me there's an issue. I have no fucking idea. Everything seems a little bit off function-wise on YouTube. But I've resetted things, put it on and off. I don't know. I'm getting comments. Hopefully you guys yours is going through. That's all I can say. I've had these issues before, or maybe they show up like an hour later or something. I don't know, guys. It's the tube we're talking about. Do I even begin to even try to understand it? I just put the stuff out there and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. And listen, this is just a taste of what's to come in 2020 with YouTube. Get ready. That's going to be one hell of a ride. Anyway, let's get over to the NXT review, guys. This was one hell of a show. This started off with Garza versus Lio Rush for the Cruiserweight Championship. These two did it again. And I'm talking about what they always do, and that's delivered a masterpiece. The action, the suspense, the excitement just kept elevating as the match went on. Literally, not one dull moment to be had in this match. Not one dull moment that I can think of. Not one time did we actually just sit back a little and go, catch your breath. It just kept elevating. And that's what Rush and Garza do. You put them in there together and it's straight magic. There was one particular spot where Lio hit the springboard stunner off of the electric chair. Think about that. An incredible spot. After a couple of attempts of the final hour failed to end Garza, Garza then delivers the wing clipper, but Rush kicks out of it. The finish was a reverse full Nelson off the wing clipper. Rush taps out, and new Cruiserweight champion Garza gets the championship. I believe he is the first Mexican wrestler to hold their Cruiserweight championship, or I heard something along those lines. I have to look deeper into that and see if that is indeed correct. That would be incredible if that is true, because the Cruiserweight championship, I mean, the Cruiserweight in general, that whole category, that division, I mean, Mexican wrestlers, some of the best in the world. So if that is true, and I will do some more research on that, I just got that kind of fact right before I started filming this. But that is huge for Garza. What a victory. And Lio Rush, man, he didn't look like no loser to me after this. They both were winners in my book, man. But at the end of the day, there can only be one person holding up that strap, and that was Garza. A couple of segments later, actually, when we came back from a commercial, this is something really cool. They showed footage of Garza calling in his girlfriend into the ring. Garza dropped to one knee and proposed to his now fiance because she said yes. Just a cool moment. What a night for Garza. He wins the championship over Lio Rush, and then he proposes to his girlfriend. So he starts the day off with a girlfriend. He ends it with a fiance. That's awesome for Garza. Congrats, man. One hell of a matchup, and I'm sure you'll make a great husband to this young lady in the future. That's awesome. All right, enough shedding the tears, all right? Let's move on. They ended up playing in hour number 1 a solid video package of Shayna Baszler. Very well done. It gets you inside the train of thought of the champ. And it also breaks down another layer of the unknown as it pertains to Baszler. Because there is a lot of unknown there, right? Even whether you want to like her or not like her, you at least want to identify a little bit or know more about. And Shayna Baszler is one of those people you really don't know a lot about. So when you see these type of video packages, it really helps the superstar out. And in this case, Shayna Baszler tenfold. Up next, Mendoza takes on Grimes. Only a couple minutes long was this match, but wow, what Mendoza can do in just a couple minutes in that ring. Mendoza defeats Grimes, and I couldn't help but think, because of what we saw just a little bit earlier on in the program to kick it off, I couldn't help but think, Mendoza versus Garza, Cruiserweight Championship. Makes you think, man. That would be one hell of a match. Travis Banks defeats Jackson Riker next. Another match that was just a couple minutes in length. But Travis earned the victory. And all I got to say is welcome to NXT, kid. You know, you get your shot, you get your chances here. What you do with them? That's all in the eye of the beholder. You are the beholder. Hour number 2, right? This takes us out of hour number 1 and into hour number 2. This was Dakota Kai taking on Mia Yim. This was awesome. Yes, full disclosure, I am a Dakota Kai fan, and this is a pro Dakota Kai channel. But just from a fan's perspective in general, this match had it all. Finish saw Dakota successfully utilize an exposed turnbuckle and defeat Mia Yim. However, post-match, Mia Yim was far from finished with Dakota and did not like that type of finish, so she decided to rewrite her own history, right? And she added another chapter. So after Dakota wins the match, Mia Yim takes her through the crowd, tooling on her, takes her up to one of the little balcony platforms, and backdrops Dakota Kai through 2 tables. Unfortunately, they never hit the second one, so Dakota Kai took a massive bump on the back of her dome piece, and it split her up. Now, what we're hearing is she actually got 8 staples afterwards. So we're hoping she's okay. She left something over on Twitter that alludes to the fact that she will be making all of her events this weekend. So hopefully it's nothing too severe. It doesn't look like it's a concussion situation and just 8 staples. Now, at first I thought this was just storyline, but then it seems like everybody's stories are kind of coinciding with one another. So this could actually be legit. When I went back and watched it about 7 more times, it looks like her back of her dome piece literally cracks the second part of the table, but they don't actually go through the table. So it looked very vicious. But I mean, it's Mia Yim backdropping Dakota, but to me, it was just both ladies just going backwards, and hopefully they all survive it. It was that type of situation. And it just goes to show you how legit these ladies are. Mia Yim and Dakota, in their facial expressions, and their selling, and the way they bump. Everything about it is just beautiful to see, and that's the type of stuff that I see in Sasha Banks. And if I see that in Dakota Kai, I can't help but think one day in the future, Dakota Kai and Sasha Banks. And everybody also talks about Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Well, let me talk about her next. Bianca Belair actually took on Kayden Carter. Bianca takes care of Carter, but a damn strong showing by Kayden. So, much daps to her as well, man. Kayden came for a fight, and Bianca gave her such, and Bianca ended up obviously winning this thing. But Bianca is gaining more and more confidence by the week, and that's a dangerous thing because she already has all of the other boxes checked off in the category of damn good wrestler. Bianca Belair's got it all. If she starts owning more of her shit and gaining more confidence, Bianca Belair is going to be a force to be reckoned with. NXT, main roster, it doesn't matter. And then you start talking Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks? Fucking A, man. That would be huge. But Bianca Belair takes care of her work last night as well in the form of Kayden Carter. The Singh brothers, or Bollywood bros, whatever you want to call them, they took on Tyler Breeze and Fandango, or Breezango, whatever you want to call them. This was another short match. Breezango ends up winning this thing. Usually I just can't stand these short matches. I will say this positive, though. Breezango actually looked good in this match. Like, better than usual. Now, you have to absolutely give some daps over to the Singh brothers as well for elevating them, right? You can't have a match with a fucking potato and make it great unless you are Sasha Banks, but Breezango looked damn good in there, man. So something with these two teams gelled. Maybe they should have gotten another 5 minutes, you know? Yeah, that's Monday morning quarterbacking, I guess. Main event was a triple threat main event for the... Main event? Triple threat main... Did I need to say that 3 times? Triple threat main event, there, I'll spit it out, for the number 1 contendership for Adam Cole's NXT Championship. Keith Lee versus Tomasso Ciampa versus Finn Balor. Do you need me to tell you this match crushed it? Because that's rhetorical. Of course you don't need me to, because of course it crushed it. Finn Balor picks up the pin over Keith Lee. Think about that for a second. Finn Balor defeated Keith Lee. Did you think about that? Pretty cool. I don't think this hurts Keith Lee either, by the way. I mean, it's Finn Balor we're talking about. Keith Lee has had the rocket for a while now, and I think he's going to continue to have that rocket. So I think it's a no harm, no foul situation. And this now sets up Balor versus Cole for the championship next Wednesday night on a show that is a double main event. It's also going to hold Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler for Baszler's NXT Women's Championship. So it's a huge double main event next week. In this triple threat main event, really set that up in big, man. Adam Cole, Finn Balor. That's something we're just going to have to sit back, enjoy this shit for all that it's worth. I don't even think I'm going to take intricate notes on this. I'm just going to literally just put it all in my dome piece and tell you guys my honest feels of it the next day. That was NXT. There's no, just like I said about AEW, there's nothing over the top to go over here, but there was some good shit. That Dakota Kai and Mia Yim match, I really love that. And how this thing finished and then post-match activities, we just hope Dakota is okay. Man, that was awesome. The triple threat main event obviously was kick-ass, but the Garza-Leo Rush match was the match of the night. Both promotions for me. Nothing. No wrestling last night defeated Garza and Leo Rush. That motherfucking match, that was a match of the year candidate this late into the game. December 11th. And that match just squeaked in for match of the year, I think. Or at least is in the discussion. The solid video package for Shayna Baszler. Bianca Belair showcasing her talent. Even Breezango looking decent. It was a good show, man. You know what I mean? Again, nothing over the top, but I think they're putting all of their chips on the table for next week. So we'll see what that delivers, guys. This is the second video of the two, so I wanted to make this a little bit shorter, so you guys are. I'm just not occupying all of your time today. I want you guys to actually go out and kick this Thursday's ass. So I kept this a little bit shorter. I tried to go over this as fast and as efficient as possible. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and kept up. I'll see you guys this weekend. Obviously, we have a podcast coming and the SmackDown review and reaction. So continue to kick motherfucking ass until the Amplified Man talks to you again. For now, you know the routine, baby. Coffee and ass whoopings. Yow! Check you later.